Welcome Amakhosi Network, welcome to the channel. Today we're going to be chatting about the starting lineup of Kaizer Chiefs versus Sundowns, and we're also going to be giving ourselves a bit of a reality check. And yeah, some teams gave us some time to eat some humble pie, and we're going to get into that. But before we get into that, please like, comment, and subscribe. Subscribe. Guys, it's simple. Nabi, having been coached by Nabi, we've watched how our players have been playing. It has made us as fans believe that our team is good and everything, which our team is much better. But the reality of it is that Nabi is fixing a team that finished number 10 last season. Number 10. And they deserved to finish number 10. Not good they finished number 10 because I was kisam sorry, and no. They finished number 10 because they deserved to finish number 10. We were that poor last season. So Nabi has to fix that team. So we've been served by a lot of teams by a humble pie. Young Africans hit us with humble pie preseason. Hey, that one was bad. Then it came Mamelodi Sundowns wasn't really humble pie. I felt we could have beaten them. But then SuperSport and Amakhosi this past week have hit us with some humble pie because we were on a high, but it maybe then brought us back to reality that there's still a lot of work. But you know what? Let's get into it. Let's do the starting lineup. This one is going to, out of all the starting lineups I've predicted out of Nabi, this honestly has to be the most difficult one for me to predict. And yeah, it's the toughest one for me. But let's get to it. Keeper Ntwari. Are we happy with his performance? I even forgot to give him a rating. But you know what? His rating, if you wanted to know his rating for the Amakhosi game, was a 2. Like, it's not commanding. There's a lot of Ntwari. One day I'm going to nitpick him as a keeper. Ntwari does not command his area. He does not command his area. There's a lot of things he could have done. For example, when we played SuperSport and Tashrik Morris hit that tap in, it was obvious that the Ndlovu was going to pass him. What was Ntwari supposed to do? He was supposed to be ready for that pass. The moment that Ndlovu passes, he was already meant to get there before Tashrik Morris. That is what a good keeper does. Anticipates. Even I can't blame him too much for the goal he's considering against Amakhosi, the header, because that one, it caught everyone off guard. It was just a very good cross. Sometimes I just have to accept that cross was very good. It had power. If I say he should have come out, it was too much power. I can't fault him too much for the first one, but the second one, it was his blunder. But then Ntwari will start. Left back, I don't see Nabi starting Mashiane, because Mashiane is better when you are attacking rather than when you're defending. So I still see maybe starting Cross, because this Cross doesn't really have competition there at left back. So I still see him starting Cross. Then Dudley standard, then Miguel standard, Frosler standard. Here's where it gets tricky again. Here's where it really gets tricky. Is that one thing that Stephen was mentioning in the previous thing is that I must not mention Matt in the starting lineup. He said, don't speak about Matt, because Amadloziwa Matt, they hear you say Matt is in the starting lineup and then they put him in. So they go and tell Nabi, faga. So for that reason, I am going to say the starting lines, the DMs for us is going to be Njabulo Blom and Samkelo Zwane. We now don't have Castillo even. Castillo was starting to make some grounds. Now he's out. So for me, against Sundowns, it's going to be Blom and Zwane. My only problem, and this is where you guys are gonna get I want to say this guy's name. My only problem is that defensively, Zwane is Mbobo, and Chiefs is going to be defending a lot against Sundowns in the game that's coming on Saturday. So a part of me even wonders, is Mtetwa still in the mix? And will he be able to do the job? I don't know. But anyway, then left wing will be Serino, Mdusha Balala, Wandile Duba came on as a substitute, actually did well. Duba, and then we know Rangachi Vavero. But you know what? There's certain players I don't enjoy watching at Kaizer Chiefs right now. I'm not saying they're bad players. You guys say I'm too critical. Someone was even saying they're glad I can never be a Kaizer Chiefs coach because I'm too critical. And then I'll ask you one question, guys. Let me ask you one question. Are the best coaches not often the coaches who are also very critical? Look at how Pep Guardiola shouts at his players. Pep Guardiola basically deemed some players to be bad and they left. When Pep Guardiola got to Manchester City, players who people thought were stars no longer played for Manchester City. Yaya Toure, where is he today? He was a star before Pep, but Pep was like, this one out. But that time he was helping City win titles. But he was like, lo Yaya Toure, he must yaya ngaphandle. So that's what I'm saying. And a lot of you don't realize this. Nabi is a critical coach, but he's a smart coach. I said this in one of the comments. Nabi is not going to come out at this point in the game and criticize his players heavily in front of media. Because he's very smart and he's clear. Nabi, during pre-season, when the transfer window was open, he kept saying the squad is not good enough. He wants to trim the squad and he wants to buy players. That's what Nabi was telling us. Now, after the transfer window has closed, Nabi is no longer talking about getting better players and all of those things. He's kind of more quiet about it because he understands. The players that he has now are the players he has to work with. So he kind of has to keep these ones happy and see which ones he can work with and keep pushing those ones. Because he cannot go out and then criticize a Matt in front of all of you guys. He cannot go out and criticize a Rangachi Vavero. He cannot go out and criticize a Samkelos one because he knows his squad, he doesn't have enough squad depth and he doesn't have enough players to replace these players if he criticizes them too much. So he's working on motivating them, pushing them. He's more pushing them. But come January, some of these players will not see the bench even. Some of them will not see bench. Like Rangachi Vavero, they are looking for your replacements. Plural, Baba. They're not looking for one striker. I'm sure they're looking for two. And when they find that two, you are leaving. You'll go and help Murumo Gallens wherever it is. That's all I'm saying about that. But you know what? This game is going to be an interesting one. I feel this is a game that Chiefs can definitely win. The reason why I say that is because the difference between SuperSport and Mamelodi is that Sundowns does not sit back and Sundowns has slow defenders besides the right and left backs. So Sundowns center backs are often slow and that is how we can kill Sundowns. And Sundowns is not going to do this thing of sitting back and letting Chiefs have the ball. No, Sundowns has the ball. We as Chiefs are going to be the team that doesn't have the ball, which is going to work in Nabi's favor in doing transition football. And that transition football is going to rely on Serino and Mdusha Balala. It's going to rely on these players. I think I said Mdusha Balala on the right, Duba, striker Ranga. But one thing I want to know, maybe this is just me. I feel he will play Duba, not because Duba is in his best form, but I think he wants Duba more for what he can do defensively. Because Duba can attack, but he's also very hard-working defensively. And I don't think you can get that with Mfundo Villa, guys. And the thing about this is that if you have Serino, who doesn't know how to defend properly, and Mfundo Villa, guys, who also doesn't know how to defend properly, it will be a problem. It will be a problem because your left and right flank is going to be exposed by the left and right back and the wingers. So that's why I say if you put Duba can hustle on the right, meaning that the right will most likely be locked. It will be locked. Sundowns will struggle to attack us on the right. Now it's fixing the left where Serino will be playing with who? Cross. That means that he will probably have to take a strategy of overloading the left with someone like Blom. Blom will be the cover of Cross and Serino. It will probably work like that. I don't know. I am not a coach like Nabi. Nabi knows more than me. But that's what I think about the starting lineup. Other than that, I do believe we can beat them. If you guys want a score prediction of what I think the score could be, if Kaizer Chiefs wins this game, they will win by 2-0. If Kaizer Chiefs wins this game, there will be 2-0. But if Sundowns wins this game, it's going to be about 3-0. Maybe 3-1, but I think 3-0. The reason why I say this is because the game can go two ways. Set pieces are going to be important in this game. Sundowns is not the best at set pieces, so if Chiefs wins, I feel like a set piece is going to be involved. Corner, free kick, header, goal coming from someone like Cross, funny enough, header coming from someone like Dudley, header coming from someone like Miguel. I think those ones are going to trouble Sundowns with set pieces. But and then maybe one or two combination plays where Mdu Shabalala will probably score on the day, or maybe Wandile Duba will finally get his first goal. I don't think Serino's going to get the goal because I think they might block him a bit. But then, in terms of Sundowns' side, we know Ribeiro and stuff like that. The only thing I don't want to see on the day, the one person, if they beat us 3-0, the one person I don't want to see score is Peter Shalulile. No. Peter Shalulile, let us deny him from scoring any goal. You must not even see the box. That is one player I can't accept. I can accept Ribeiro. I can accept these other ones, but not Peter Shalulile. You know, if we're going to get beaten, let us get beaten by Abo Ribeiro rather than Peter Shalulile. That's one I can't accept. But anyway, that's what I think about the game that's coming this weekend. You guys tell me what you guys think. Amakhosi for life.